everyone, Miss Patsy here at Castile Innovation Lab. Today we are continuing in the booklet called Earth Changes, and today we will be reading about tsunamis. So get your booklet, a pencil, and highlighter, and let's get started. Deep under the ocean, an underwater earthquake disturbs the water. Waves roll out and grow taller as they travel toward land. A tsunami is born. In paragraph 1, I underlined underwater earthquake because that is what usually starts a tsunami, and I thought it was an important fact to know about them. A tsunami can be one huge ocean wave or a series of waves. In the deep ocean, these waves move incredibly fast, traveling hundreds of miles an hour. However, on the surface, the waves appear small and insignificant, so passing ships don't notice them. As they move toward land, they slow down and grow taller and taller. Some waves measure more than 21 meters or 70 feet high. In paragraph 2, I highlighted a tsunami can be one huge ocean wave or a series of waves because that is the definition of a tsunami. I circled huge because I wondered how huge could a tsunami be. It later says that it could be 21 meters or 70 feet high. I also circled the word however, because whenever an author uses the word however, it means that there is information that will seem like the opposite of what we think. It says that even though a tsunami is huge and incredibly fast deep ocean wave, on the surface the waves appear small and insignificant, so ships don't notice them, which makes me wonder if they are hard to detect. When a tsunami hits land, it can cause unbelievable destruction. People, homes, and trees are picked up and tossed around. Those lucky enough to survive face nearly impossible challenges. Their homes and neighborhoods may have disappeared. Family members and friends may have died. In paragraph 3, I highlighted, when a tsunami hits land, it can cause unbelievable destruction, because that is why we are studying them. Tsunamis cause landforms to change. People's homes and trees are picked up and tossed around. Homes and neighborhoods disappear. Family members and friends may die. Those who survive are considered lucky. One of the most destructive tsunamis occurred on December 26, 2004. It was set off by a strong underwater earthquake in the Indian Ocean, causing severe damage of more than 10 countries in southern Asia and eastern Africa. There was no warning system in the Indian Ocean. People were unaware that a tsunami was coming and were unprepared. More than 200,000 people died. In paragraph 4, I highlighted one of the most destructive tsunamis occurred on December 26, 2004, because it is an example of exactly how destructive a tsunami can be. More than 200,000 people died. That's 2 times more than all the people living in Mission Viejo. The paragraph also says that there was no warning system in the Indian Ocean. Today, tsunami warning systems have been set up in high-risk areas. Satellites can track tsunami waves more accurately than ever before. Radio-operated buoys float in oceans where tsunamis occur. They can detect unusual waves and transmit warnings to land to help reduce loss of life. Paragraph 5 tells us that now there are some warning systems in place in high-risk areas. I circled high risk because that means that tsunami warning systems are located where tsunamis are more common. I also circled satellites and radio-operated buoys because that lets me know that the warning systems are not only in the ocean, in buoys, but also in space on satellites. Do you know what a buoy is? A buoy is a floating object that marks a location in the ocean. Sometimes it looks like a ball, and sometimes it looks like a lighthouse, and sometimes you'll see seals sleeping on them. These warning systems can detect unusual waves and send warnings to help reduce the loss of lives. I hope you enjoyed our reading about tsunamis. On the next page, you will find a Build, Reflect, Write. Examine the causes and effects of earthquakes. Cite examples from the text to support your responses. The first section says to identify some causes of earthquakes. Go back into the text and write down what you find about what causes earthquakes. And on the other side, write down where you found it. The next section says to explain how earthquakes affect landforms. Go back in the text and find out where it says earthquakes affect landforms and write down your evidence on the other side. The next part says describe how earthquakes affect people. Find out how the earthquake in San Francisco affected Emma Burke and her family, and write down the evidence on the other side. On the bottom it says to reflect. How do Earth's natural processes impact our lives? Based on this week's texts, write down new ideas and questions you have about the essential question. Do you have any ideas about that or questions? Write it down in this section. And under research and writing, it says research an earth change event in the recent or distant past. Present a fictional first-hand account of what you saw, heard, and felt during and after the event. Kind of like the first-person account of the earthquake in San Francisco. Write something about what you would feel like and what you went through. Choose your topic. This week, conduct a preliminary search to identify an earth change event you would like to research. Construct 3 or more guiding questions that will help you focus your research on the information that you will need to present your account. And that's all for today. See you next time.